Hey there YouTube, welcome to another installment of Cosplay How To's, How to Cosplay. Cosplay, whatever. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the importance of hot glue and why it is your savior. Okay, so you can do many things with hot glue. The simplest thing you can do is glue something onto something else, something like fabric. Fabric on fabric, or fabric on feather, which I will show you soon. So, I have a story with hot glue. I'll tell that real quick. So, me and my other friend Ponnchi, which you might see her in another video, hopefully, if she has enough time. Me and my friend Ponnchi, we were getting this cosplay done of Panty and Stocking's demon sisters, which were the Oni sisters or whatever, Scanty and Kneesocks. I was Kneesocks, she was Scanty. And the costumes, it was like the night before the con, like the same night before the con, and she was sewing her heart out. Like, last minute, do or die, Zorro type stuff. And I'm going to have the link of the actual cosplay in the doobly-doo. So, she finishes the skirt, and she's almost done with both jackets. But the thing is, she doesn't have buttons. So what does she do? She grabs foam, craft foam, and cuts them out, and then glues them on the jacket, along with gluing most of the jacket together at the cuff, and then rolling it down, and then gluing the brown trim around. That was an intense night. I had to go home to sleep, but she stayed up all night. The next day, we painted our faces red, because that's what the cosplay called for, and we got ready and stuff, and I couldn't believe how fast she got everything done. And it was all thanks to this. Your weapon of mass creation, hot glue gun, and hot glue sticks. This was actually hers. She gave it to me. It's high temp. I'll explain the different types of guns soon. Anyway, we won 3rd place at that con. It's called AggieCon. Down in College Station. If you're from Texas, you know where that is. Like, Central Texas. Because that's where we are. Anyway, we won 3rd place, and I couldn't believe we even placed. Because, well, it was a small-time con, and I guess they didn't expect people to be painting their faces, so I'm guessing that's why we got 3rd. But, like, our craftsmanship was good enough to be placed in a contest, which I thought was really cool. So, hot glue. Don't underestimate the power of hot glue. Okay, now on to the different types of hot glue. You have high temp, which is high temperature, and, that's basically pretty self-explanatory. You put it in, it takes less time for it to heat up really hot, and you might want to unplug it while you're using it because you don't want it burning. I actually left this plugged in for a couple of hours. You can see the yellow where it burnt. So be careful with that. Remember when you have stuff plugged in, because I left it in for hours and burnt hot glue. It's a weird sight. It's not the same as like burnt toast. It's just a different kind of burnt. Okay, so things I've done personally with hot glue. I've actually crafted these for my Articuno, but I had to redo them because my dog Tex, which you probably saw from my other personal videos, he actually ate through the craft foam and like messed up most of the feathers. What I did is salvage most of the feathers. And this is what you can do with hot glue. I know it's not the best like in the middle, but when you put it on it's pretty cool. This is the back. And I actually, later on I might go in and, like, put the link on, like, the video to how to make these wings. But you can do stuff like this with hot glue. Let's see. You can kind of see where it's hot glued right here. But you have to, like, squint for it because all the feathers. You can see, like, the little shiny bits, that's hot glue. And what you do is you hot glue the end of the feather right there. And then you just stick it on. Now, this other feather hot glue project, it's a little bit more complicated. I want to cosplay, yeah, I'm a nerd. I want to cosplay Forsworn. And I really like the way the women are dressed because they have like this feather cowl thing. So that's what I'm trying to make right now. And you can see like the feathers are like artfully placed. And the way I hot glued this one was I went across a couple times, made sure it sticked onto it, and then went underneath. Let's see if we could find one. Then I went underneath and made another bridge, like going this way. And one's going this way on the top and the other one's going vertical. And let me see if we can't show you what it looks like so far. Had to put my hair up so you could see the feathers. Hopefully my hair doesn't fall down. It's just big enough for my head and small enough to go over my shoulders. So that's what it looks like so far. I'm probably going to ask somebody to help me with it. It's just a pain taking off because all the little ends. Anyway, those are the cool things you can do with hot glue. You can also, like I said, use it for fabric if you're doing stuff really last minute. It also fixes like little tears sometimes, but you gotta like be careful. And especially when you're doing smaller projects like this, you have to have nimble fingers. I can't stress that enough because anybody who's worked extensively with hot glue knows that when it burns, especially if it's a high temp. Let's see, anything else? You can fix clothes, you can do stuff with feathers. I think that's it. If I think of anything else you can do with hot glue, I'll make another video or put it in the comments or something. So yeah, if you want to share this with your friends who are getting new into cosplay, who are very new into cosplay, then by all means do. I have two more videos on wigs right now, and I plan to make more videos on cosplay in the future. So I'll put the link of the Scanty and Kneesocks cosplay in the doobly-doo. Until then, have fun cosplaying, and see you out there. Have fun. Later.